that solely a fragrance is gonna garner you compliments is insane. It has to be an overall disclaimer that a lot of us need to put in front. The disclaimer is as follows. If you're unhygienic,
a little extra cheese on the taco.
If you look like a bum, you have zero personality, you have a unibrow, you don't scrub your nuts,
What the hell is that?
My ass.
you got dingleberries just chilling,
It was a fart or a shit.
Boy, come on, bro.
Damn, my boy.
and you got no job, who's complimenting you, dogs? Nobody. But if you use fragrance to help enhance and increase the confident level that you're going to have when approaching or in being in certain situations, then that's the cherry on top. That's the icing on the cake. That's how you should see fragrance. Something to help make you feel better and in turn project that confidence and that likability and that charisma over to anybody that you're trying to impress, whether it be the same or opposite sex or whatever networking scenario that you may put yourself into. Now, these are 10 fragrances that I confidently feel will always garner some sort of compliment factor. They're absolutely sexy, they're beautiful scent profiles, and in the category that I personally feel are simply irresistible. Let's roll my motherfucking music so I can put you on to 10 absolute compliment getting fragrances if you got your act together.
I'm kind of a big
We're all alone in the middle of the river, yeah. There's some friends on the south side in case you cared. Out of all your friends, I wanna be
Blessed morning, my beautiful people. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. You had to add that disclaimer, fam. Like, if you don't wash your ass, my G, who's gonna compliment you? If you don't got a fresh haircut, who's gonna compliment you?
You walking around with that nut ass patch.
Don't disrespect me.
Oh, they call you Patch? You want some shit, Patch?
Like, let's speak facts. Fragrance, again, is just the icing on the cake. It's the little cherry on top. It's that little joie de vivre, that little extra to help give you that boost of confidence, that liquid courage that you don't consume, but you spray on. And if we're gonna be talking about compliment grabbing fragrances, there's no way I'm not gonna put Perfumes de Marley Carlisle in the mix. This beautiful, warm, nutmeggy, green apple, sweet sex bomb is a compliment grabbing fragrance when you got your fit on point. This is sexy. This is James Bond status. This is an elegant, sophisticated man's man. And if you got a Parfums de Marley fragrance, I would hope you have a stable gig, a little 401k, throw in some bread in E-Trade, a little Vanguard action, something with your life if you're spending $400 on a fragrance at retail. But sexy, sweet, a little bit opulent, vanillic, nutmeg, green apple, absolute compliment beast. So if you want some nichey deliciousness that will get you a compliment as long as you're complete, Carlisle is it. Next one. I gotta do it. Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. It's been a gem. It doesn't fail me. It's never failed me. Anybody who smelled it would agree it's a non-failure, hands down, sex magnet, gorgerific. One of the best Yves Saint Laurents I've ever smelled, hands down, in my opinion. Absolutely gorgerific. That's why it was sold out I don't even know how many times, because the joint slaps. It's spicy patchouli and vanilla nuances done gorgeously. There's nothing I can say about this fragrance that can ever turn me off, or anybody who ever found this to be repulsing or insulting or what. It just doesn't exist. Only haters would say that this sucks. But that hater is also playing Twitch in his mother's basement 25 hours a day, smelling like a 6-month-old bus seat. So you think I'm listening to them? Stop it. Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo, absolute compliment grabbing beast. You need this joint. Next one. The Golden Goose in the Dior lineup for me, Dior Homme Parfum. This is just perfect. One of the best leather powdery fragrances in the space. Slight amount of booziness, full-blown sex appeal, date night situations, going out to mingle. This has to be like a dark, smoky, ambiance-y type situation. Late night jazz, little smoking lounge, something not too turned up or loud where you can actually have a conversation trying to get to know someone. This is kind of that element. You're gonna be put together to the nines, because when you're wearing this fragrance, the masculinity and confidence factor that exudes from you when wearing this fragrance will give you that courage that you're looking for. Your Riz game, as the kids say, will be next level with this lingering in the air, because she's gonna be so captivated by this scent that she's not gonna even listen to the bullshit that you're spitting, that you're gonna forget in 6 months when you start a relationship and everything starts going downhill. So Dior Homme Parfum, absolute compliment magnet. Next one. When it hits, it hits hits Mancera Cedra Boisé. Sweet, creamsicle, vanilla, mass appeal, citrus, versatile, signature scent-worthy, bright, just sexy. And it performs incredibly. These fragrances on the gray market are still hovering in the, what, 150-ish space, 160-ish space? You can find coupons, you can find it anywhere and everywhere. A fragrance that is loved by tons for a great reason. The shit works. In the space of a Creed Aventus, I personally think this is more mass appeal, sexier, and projects way better off of my skin than Aventus, with a little bit more of its own identifying characteristic. I don't think it's Creed Aventus one-to-one. I think it's something in that space that's a little bit better. So compliment factor, Mancera Cedra Boisé is a must-have. Next one. It's been listed in a lot of videos because it works. Prada Luna Rosa Black. When it comes to the designer space, this is a banger. Incredible, beautiful, sexy, mass appeal. Check, check, check. But I also find this fragrance disrespectful. If you're already in a relationship and you're doing something type romantic, going out to dinner or walking through a park holding hands, and some other shorties running by or jogging by in those little tights that now lift up the ass so it makes it look extra plump, and she just hits you with the "Hi, Miss Walker." Hi, boy. Your shorty's gonna stab you. So compliments, yes. Attention, yes. Might get you stabbed by your wife, yep.
Damn, she got a fat ass. What the fuck are you looking at?
Definitely something that you need in your stash though. Next one. This designer piece is an incredible leather that you can get anywhere. If you have that aggressive, confident female already in your life, and she just grabs you by your shirt and pulls you in and tells you, yo, today, you smell like a man. The type of effect that Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum has. This is just brolic man's man leather. You know, in the time when men were men, the Clint Eastwoods, the Chuck Norrises, the legend. Pierce Brosnan, James Dean, Frankie Sings, aka the Sinatra Kid of Hoboken. This is that kind of masculinity, that sex factor, that man's man confident level. You're not gonna be a young buck rocking this shit thinking that you're gonna be cool in your ultra skinny jeans that you still manage to sag, your $3,000 Amiri t-shirt, and a tattooed heart on your face that says mom, and think you're gonna pull off Ombre Leather Parfum and get compliments. They're gonna ship you to a psych ward. This is successful, sophisticated, mature, elegant man that exudes the confidence already and just uses this as a little bit of a extra swag, as a little hitch in your giddy up. So Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum, absolute compliment magnet. Next one. Pepper and powder. Sexy, performs incredible. Compliment grabbing, 100% Amouage Reflection Man. The dry woody, sandalwood, peppery, powdery vibes that comes off this fragrance is bar none one of the most sillage-y, freshy fragrances that just give me life. That bubble around you, just think of that joint like your personal security swatting away paparazzi. It's kind of a bubble that just keeps people outside of your hemisphere like, yo, you're not allowed in like the ozone layer, fam, unless I authorize. Generally, compliment grabbing fragrances in the fragrance space are freshier fragrances. That's usually how it is. I think the climate and the type of women that we are, I think the climate of women nowadays are drawn a little bit more to sweeter fragrances, but freshies have always been in that compliment sphere. And if you're gonna go the freshie route, this is a freshie with some sass. So Reflection Man is an absolute compliment getting monster. Next one. Remember that song with Estelle and Kanye, London Boy? For some reason, it always rings in my head when I wear this fragrance. This is a grenade of a fragrance, also quite pricey, but a beautiful, spicy scent profile with this aromatic fougères type vibe and this nutmeggy sexiness. London Spice by Fragrance Du Bois is a beast. Another signature scent monster you can wear all seasons, all times, all occasions, and get variety of box wherever you may be. That freshy, aquatic, saltwater, oceanic, minty, citrus, lavender vibe in this fragrance, incredible. That's what highlights this fragrance. That bright, fresh, salty mint just makes it beautiful. You got all the body and the woods in the base, and that's dope and all, but the fresh mint, that fresh mint is epic. That salty, aquatic, summertime, freshy vibe is fire, non-offensive, absolutely sexy, with great amount of balls and a big price tag. But when it works, and it's up to you. Sometimes you spend $600 on a t-shirt and nobody's telling you shit. You got a $400 belt on. Your wallet is worth more than what's in it. And you're destroying by walking on concrete $1,000 sneakers. You're gonna complain about a fragrance? Okay. Compliments? Yup. Next one. This might be a surprise to some people in Fragcom that this would be on this list, but this garners compliment. Absolutely unique, affordable in the grand scheme of things, and just a jaw-dropping gorgeous fragrance. Soul Cafe by Savoir Faire. One of the most incredible Play-Doh-ish tobacco scent, blood orangey fragrances I've ever experienced. Not one person, male, female, whatever the fuck you want to identify as, has ever said that this joint was whack. Doesn't exist. It's beautiful. It's the balance of that citric and that wood and this kind of Play-Doh vibe that's in here, yet with a little bit of a coffee essence. And then you got this ambery musk finish at the end. Completely unique, slightly confusing, but alluring. This is like a fantastic 90s R&B song. I don't care what decade you're in, you can sit back, just turn that shit on, close your eyes, and feel all the emotions. When Mary J. Blige used to belt back in the day, it just stopped you in your tracks. When you heard SWV harmonize, you were blown away. When you felt En Vogue get passionate and start ranting and raving, you ran for cover. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Soul Cafe, a must in the compliment space. And finally, we're gonna be on that Playboy vibe. I wanna be a little bit clubby. I wanna be slightly mature, but still keep my young fuckboy energy. Dior Sauvage Elixir. I know, some people are like Dior Sauvage. This ain't Dior Sauvage. This is Dior Sauvage Elixir. Ain't the same. One of the craziest atomizers in the game. You spray this joint and it's just literally a fucking mist of energy that's coming upon you that you can't help say this shit is fire. Usually you don't have to overcomplicate yourself. If you harness that overall package, this is just that little extra. Dior Sauvage Elixir, if you're gonna go for any Dior Sauvage, any of them, for me, this one is the one that's gonna garner you the compliments that you're particularly looking for. Now, if you're looking for some young chick that you're gonna lose her phone number in 16 minutes and never get her name, then you go for the other ones. Just make sure she's of age, dickhead. And these are 10 absolute compliment beasts, must-haves, fire, at least sample these joints. But as I mentioned in the beginning, if your overall charisma, fit, appearance, and hygiene is not there, you're not getting complimented by no one. And the person who's gonna potentially compliment you is that person who's on your same level. And truth be told, some people don't want somebody on their same level. You want somebody to boost you, motivate you, compliment you, as far as complimenting you as a partner, and not somebody who's on your same level. If you's a bum, then the two bums are gonna attract bums, and then this whole list is worthless. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart, and I'll see y'all snitches next time. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you want more of these lists, leave it in the comments below. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.